crime.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two incredible receivers from the 2011 NFL Draft going head-to-head. It's Julio Jones going up against A.J. Green.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They keep on the ground with Elliott. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Prescott. He's going to air it out deep for Green, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
Come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down, Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first and 10, Prescott looking downfield for Dez. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Throwing again, Prescott on second and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis, no jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. Freeman again, a first down carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Dodges him at the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third and long, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Jeremy Langford is in. He gets the carry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They keep it on the ground with Langford. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Freeman with a fast feet. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. First down, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Prescott from the gun. Now he'll escape to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bleedy Ray Wilson. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. A first down throw for Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing. He's got a man complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Austin Hooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
Now Ryan on second down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Second down following the run. Here's Ryan to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Prescott now on second down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Desmond Trufant. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now he's forced out left. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now Prescott. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. And
now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he gets it down to the 32. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for it...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time. On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And now here come the Cowboys. Here's Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he's reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Green's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Able to shake him off. Now he's flushed it, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, the offense has moved the ball pretty well on this drive, but now the defense are bowing their neck up a little bit, aren't they?
Yeah, not only are they bowing it up, but I think they took a little bit of a gamble there because on second down, they sent people after him and got him, and that puts them in a pretty good spot now to bring up a 3rd and long.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Deion Jones in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the left hash, this from 39. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And here now come the Falcons. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They will run again with Coleman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Here's Coleman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that